It's a new day. It's a lovely season. A whole new me in your home. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling dad's about it. I'm so excited to be back with new seasons, new topics, new episodes. I mean, new people, brand new everything. Except today, my topic is not all that cool, although it's trending. Everybody's talking about it. People are worried about it, and people's heads are rolling about it. Today, we're going to be discussing CSE, Comprehensive Sex Education. Here in the studio, I have wonderful guests, but before that, am I not looking cool? Me mom there, me K-Check Glams and Style dolled me up 0503038083. You can call him when you're going for your wedding, your engagement. Wedding, it your so wedding. When the wedding bells are ringing, just call him. The number is on your screen, and he'll make you look good. My costume is by me today, so and then there'll be a shemata. If you want to costume me, just call the number on your screen, right? As you see, I'm on my own. No? King's Furniture still stayed with me. They gave me this adorable set. I'm loving it so much. So cute and so comfy, you know. Call them in Accra 050-133-2333, and then in Takrady 050-133-230, and all they say is set a standard in your home. My hair is by Gifio Beauty Salon 0573326778 for this amazing hairdo, and GH Media. They are on board now. Your friends say, Siman, oye guy, oye tuno. And if you love what you see, then it's GH Media. So if you want to learn anything media, just call them. You want them to come and cover anything, your wedding, funeral, anything that has to do with media, just call them on 0277-622-250. And I told you, it's a whole new season after this break.
If you seek affordability, quality, and durability, tap into the variety of furniture and home appliances from King's Furniture Company Limited. We are the ultimate in office, home furniture, and appliances. You can't go wrong with the beautifully designed furniture and appliances from our showrooms. We deliver at your doorstep within Accra and Secondary Takrady. King's Group of Companies set a standard.
Come on, let's say it together.
Amen, 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 amen.
If he can, then of course she can. Yes, True Kingdom Image presents the She Can Conference 2019. Last year was remarkable, and this year we're bringing you something mind-blowing. Theme: Christian Women in Leadership, the pride of every nation. Guest speakers: Henry Gifty Auntie, host of The Standpoint, Mrs. Daisy Amwating, Mayfair Bentu, Bertha Ansajan, and your host, Reverend Princess Safia Canton. Date is the 20th October 2019. Time is 3 p.m. prompt. Venue: Authoritative Kingdom Chapel Auditorium, Abekaboche. For details and seat reservations, please contact 0561-329-745 or 0242-324-134. Admission is totally free. She Can Conference 2019. It's gonna be super califragilistic as pialidocious.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. So like I said, we're discussing comprehensive sex education, and with me in the studio is Mr. Herbert Atukwe Kole Awele. He has been with me ages, and I still love it when I see his face. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mayfair. I love you too.
I saw white in a coffee more. Spray so and the last time I saw you, I said, "Do so kakra." I said, "Coffee."
The woman said, "Me got trust in you." Never said me looking younger.
Until Mama would die. Until see a samba back.
Samba bloom.
A besa white.
One time.
No, I don't know. He's a filmmaker. He's an acting coach. He's the president of Roback Film Club, and You can call them on 02609168818, 02609168818. They are taking in new admissions and it ends on the 15th of November. So if you want to train as an actor, actress, and be exposed to the world, call him.
Thank you.
Akwababim.
Yeah.
May I pay sana ya no sorry now kwa chembibi ah. My second guest is an honorable man. I love him so much. He is my daughter's teacher. I mean, he won the best teacher this year. He won the best teacher this year, and I'm honored to have him here on my CTs. An ICT instructor at Paradise Children Academy. He likes to play the piano. He's a graphic designer and a system analyst. I never knew he was a graphic designer. He said, because designs, papa, the post, mom designs, papa on social media. Welcome, Mr. Hammond.
Thank you very much. You look beautiful as ever.
Oh, thank you. Why are you jealous? Comprehensive sex education. Please, what is CSE?
CSE, comprehensive sexuality, sexuality education.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is the total embodiment of everything that pertains to sex.
Okay.
Total embodiment that has to do with sex and sexuality.
Okay, why? Before, when it was just sex education, it wasn't the total embodiment of...
Thank you very much. I like
why
this
have
question.
they added the comprehensive now?
The traditional sex education had to do with teaching the child their gender, what their gender makes them, what they will grow into, makes you know you will grow as a man. Your voice will break and all these basic ones. A lady, you will grow as a girl, a young woman, menstrual cycles and all that pertains to a woman. But this time, as you know, from the 80s, you know, when we had all these twists and turns coming into sexual education, now we have add-ons. That we have gender that can be divided to about 185.
I don't understand.
Yes, we used to have male and female sex education in our days too. Now we've had, they've been able to add on so much so that you can count about 185 sects in this simple thing.
185. From man and woman, girl and boy.
Yes.
Lady and gentleman.
Yes. 185.
Really?
So when they talk about comprehensive, they talk about everything. In fact, they will even count to the hair on your under your armpit. All this comes into play.
What has that got to do with?
So when they say comprehensive, let me use this. Now, when you insure you drive, you drive.
Yeah.
You insure your vehicle. Comprehensive. Comprehensive involves everything in totals, basically. Yeah. So that's what they are talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So all the hair growing under armpit, we were learning it back then, and it was sex education.
Yes.
I remember it was in life skill.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Life skills in my time. We were doing life
how
skills.
to count the hair.
That's literally. But now it is such that it's going to be very graphic. Very
when
graphic.
You say graphic, what do you mean?
Let me say this. It is, in fact, it is one of the greatest assaults on the health and innocence of children today. This is because it's highly explicit. One, highly explicit. Two, and promotes high-risk sexual behavior in our children. They present it as though it is normal and healthy. In our days, you will not, they teach so much, they will teach. In fact, it's a bit gory and not graphic. I don't even want to say it. Critically examine, literally. No, seriously, that is what I'm talking about. And I'm sure some children will be sitting behind their parents watching this. So but when I say critically examine, you could know what I'm talking about. Literally, putting a lady on patting the legs and teaching the children everything in there.
That is what makes it comprehensive.
Yes, comprehensive, everything. Don't leave anything out. Give everything inside.
Me, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all that this thing is coming up. Because this is what we do all the time. We sit down and allow some people to dictate to us what we have to do, how we have to live our lives. So I'm not surprised this thing is coming up. It's rather unfortunate.
Okay, so since you're a teacher, I'm surprised though, but since you're a teacher, why do you think that GES is introducing CSE now?
You see, Ghana is part of UNESCO. Ghana is in UNESCO.
Yes.
UNESCO and International Planned Parenthood Federation are those fronting this.
Okay.
And because we are signatories to these international organizations, we need to we need to adhere to it. UNESCO is fronting it.
So, because we are under UNESCO and
Yes.
part of Planned Parenting,
Yes.
that is why they are. But what about our culture? What happens to our culture
Thank you very much.
as a people?
I know that in Africa it's about, so far, I don't know if it's West Africa or Africa in general, about 6 countries that have been,
Nigeria.
yes.
I hear Nigeria is really fighting it now.
Yes.
There is Kenya.
No, Nigeria won. That's what I heard.
There are 6 countries that are,
They
at
are,
the
I think
moment,
they are part of it also.
at the moment, and you know,
In the UNESCO.
yes, working around it. They are trying to talking us, you know, that's it. And I don't know if you are part, but if we are, then we are part of the 6 countries you are talking about. For that one, I don't know, because I don't want to say we are to be branded.
If we are part of UNESCO
These
or part
6
of the
countries, because they will definitely start with a pilot project.
Yeah.
They will start on a
Okay,
small
but
scale.
there's a lot going on, both on social media, in
then
parliament.
Thank you.
has
The
been mentioned
minority
in the
is
pilot.
talking about
Yes,
it.
uh-huh.
In
Nigeria
fact,
has been
minority
mentioned
is
in the
not
pilot.
just talking, they threaten to go naked.
That's fine. So then, if you have to go by what we're saying, then Ghana too, we are part of those countries they are using as pilot project to see if they can push this agenda through.
And you see, it's a little bit scary.
Okay.
It's scary in the sense that it's not just about the sex education. I mean, our children need to learn about sex anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, they have to learn about sex because definitely it's part of life. But my issue is, at what age?
Thank you very much.
Even when we are shooting films, they tell us age limit.
Yes.
16 years, 13 years, 12 years, 18.
Yes, I was going to come that in your side and then the director be coming.
Okay.
So let's go for what's trending. We'll be back.
Off-shoulder dresses seems to be what's trending these days. Get your off-shoulder in flare base or fit down. It could be a straight dress or top with slim skirt. It could be long or short. Slay your off-shoulder this season.
Welcome back from What's Trending. But before you went, I rudely interrupted myself. So you're not the only one who is not happy. So I'll quickly go back to Awele. Awele, you're saying what age exactly is good to be introduced to CSE?
What I was saying is that when we are producing films or showcasing films, we are told to rate the films. You understand? So this thing must also be rated.
Okay.
They must tell us exactly at what age
But that's what they're saying. Please, what age?
From KG.
From KG?
KG, that is age 4.
Wow.
Right to class 6. These things need to be introduced.
From age 4 to class 6?
Yes.
Oh, if it's age 4, then it's okay.
Huh?
Oh, age 4?
Age 4 is not okay.
Age 4, the children...
Age 4 is not okay.
See.
Well, no. Ghanaian cultural value is against exposing children at such a tender age to such things. Now, how would you like it if your child comes into your room one day and lift up your shirt and say, Daddy, what is this?
Yes.
Don't forget that the child has been taught in school, so he would want to see it.
Let me tell you
And
something.
you can't say it's pomponis.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
The
You have
Bible,
to say
the
what
Bible
it
says
is.
something. That lack of knowledge.
My
My people perish. See, let me tell you. Our children are perishing partly because they lack knowledge about certain things.
Awele.
For me, comprehensive sexuality education is meant to open up the mind of the child to make
what?
informed choices. See,
Oh, okay,
now,
okay, all
children, we are underrating the children. There is internet. Just 3 days ago, I saw somebody posted a video of 2 kids and looking at them. They are age 4. Helping themselves, a male and a female, helping themselves in one corner.
Really?
And I was so annoyed about the person who took the video.
The video.
Elsewhere, that person could land in prison. So it means the children themselves already know, but because there is no direction, they are doing it anyhow. So the whole issue is, let us teach them the way to go.
No.
In this, in this case,
No. If these children are doing that, it still doesn't. If the children are exposed to it, does not mean we should equally. This time we should make a wholesale and make sure even those who are not exposed to this is introduced to that.
maybe per the
Reasons?
Per the little research I have made
Yes.
concerning CSE, is that it is supposed to open the minds of the child or the children to understand sex and the dangers therein when you have sex at a certain period of your age. You understand? So if this thing is that way, then I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, what you're saying makes sense. So, but the kids get interested in, they get attracted to certain things. Topic way, so they would rather, instead of learning and staying away, they would rather go into how do you call it? Yes.
Promiscuity, how? See, you see all this boah going on. People are talking about it because they have heard that the politicians, minority is saying it's not good. This person, Pentecostal Association, Charismatic and Pentecostal Association of Ghana have come to condemn it. So everybody is, there are people, if you ask them, what is the thing saying? They don't know.
What do you mean by they don't know? Every parent
And you
knows
see-
that
You see, me.
sex at an age that
Exactly. So.
The point is, when you say we are oba no name dada, directing.
it is not every child that knows so.
Mameka be being true. One say, this thing that is coming. My only problem is that there is too much westernization in it. So if we can really we can come to a common mind to coin it or to tailor-make it to suit our cultural values, it will be of help to us. I don't stand for LGBT. I don't stand for it. I don't advocate for it. I know Christianity doesn't advocate for it.
No.
I know our traditional values do not advocate for it. So let us find a way, sit down, and tailor-make this thing to suit our cultural values. Because our children must learn sex. Anyway, they must learn it. Because it's part of that. You can't run away from it.
Okay, they must learn sex. Okay, fine. If I have to understand you well, what would it add to their knowledge base? Exactly what at age 4?
Can I?
Or at age 5 or even 6? What would it add?
No, can I come in?
Yes, please.
Now, it is not selective from what you are saying that we should adopt it. We should take some aspect of. You are not taking any aspect of it. That tender boy at age 4, 5 is being taught how to put on a condom. It is part of the thing. This boy will be taught how to please himself. Now, abstinence. Hitherto, we have abstinence, which means do not go into it at all.
Yes,
it is out. Abstinence simply means don't get yourself pregnant. If you tell a girl, irrespective of age, don't get yourself pregnant. All they know is then I shouldn't get myself involved in sex, isn't it?
Yes.
But this time it is said that if you tell her don't get yourself pregnant, it means you can please or pleasure yourself, but do not. So the girl will go and buy a sex toy. It will surprise you. If this thing goes on, then it will surprise you that within a matter of time, people will begin to be importing sex things in here.
You see?
So they will be using to help themselves because
all these things you are talking
they are
about
all parts of the comprehensive
mere
thing they're talking about.
You are assuming. You are assuming there is
No,
no
actually,
statistics.
they are not.
There is
They
no
are not.
statistics
They are not.
to show for anything.
No,
You are
no,
assuming that if this thing is taught, this is what is going to happen.
Okay,
And
the
I
reason
have
why
also
we
said,
have the
Nefia,
reason why we're having this topic is or this discussion is because there are supposed documents out there.
Yeah.
Supposed videos out there that we saw, and if we have to go by these documents, which we don't know if it's
How true it is or what.
are true or not, whether they are reliable or not. If you go into these documents, and I'll make the link available for whoever wants to see, it's like what he's saying.
Yeah,
It teaches the child.
Explicit sexual content.
Explicit, fine. I did a little research, and the information I gathered is that it is embedded in our Ghanaian language curriculum. You understand? Wonderful.
Ghana language. Oh.
Yes, wonderful.
Can
Ghanaian
it be
language.
wonderful?
imagine?
How can it
Why
be
are you
wonderful?
bringing
Make
out
my
a
point,
point?
then you understand why I'm
It can
saying
be what?
why I'm using the word wonderful. I'm saying it's wonderful because you see, Ghanaian language is supposed to teach our children cultural values and all
Yes.
that. And I've said earlier on that this thing can be tailor-made to suit our culture. So instead of us making noise and condemning it, and people are condemning, they don't really understand. Let us rather sit down as stakeholders and then fine-tune this thing to the benefit of our children. Because look, now information is cheap. You give your phone to your children to play games on it, you'll be sleeping. You think he or she is playing game. He or she is doing something else.
I actually don't, and I don't see why a parent, depending on the age of the child.
But your child, you can do everything in your house. Put parental protection, everything on your TV. They'll go to school. Other parents are not as careful as you are. They will learn it. So now, the children already know. Let us guide them. Let us teach them the way to go. Let us tell them that, look, there are people who are doing this. They are into homosexuality and whatever. People are doing it. It is not good for you. Don't do it. Because ignorance, if we think knowledge is bad, let's try ignorance. It's more expensive.
Lefia, can I come in here?
Yes, please.
Now, Dangote with all his money will not buy a Ferrari for his 60-year-old boy because it is suicidal.
You are assuming. You see?
No.
You are assuming.
Because-
you don't know Dangote. You don't know him.
Okay.
You don't know how he thinks.
Let me say, the richest man, if I
If
have
you were-
enough to buy a car, I'll not buy a Ferrari for my son at 16. One, he just learned how to
children
drive.
are driving.
He just learned how to drive. The Ferrari, the engine in that vehicle, by the time the boy recognizes where the brake is, he's running to something already. Because it's
too
the
fast.
acceleration from 0 to whatever is microseconds. Now, why am I saying this? The reason why I'm saying this is, you can expose these children to this. Oh yes, there are people who are gay. There are those who are lesbians. Gay, I'm surprised they are even using gay. A facade. It is like homosexuality.
Homosexuality.
They now say gay. Gay meant happy. Now when you say gay, everybody thinks you are talking about. So, lesbianism, homosexual lesbianism, for all those who are watching, it is soupy. Girls and girls helping themselves to each other. Boys and men helping themselves at the backside. Now, let's put it aside. So you teach these children. Now, a child 8 years, you've taught this child everything. Now the child has been exposed to this. He will say, I'm going to try this. And I'll try this. And I'll try this. And I will see which one suits me. And you are still, it is comprehensive.
You see?
Wait, it is comprehensive.
Comprehensive.
United, UNESCO will not allow you to take some, adopt some, and leave some.
leave some.
Wholesale.
Don't-
Everything.
You see, we
So what if the person, I'm coming,
Mr.
wait,
Hammond,
let me
Mr. Hammond,
land, let me land.
come, Mr.
Please,
Hammond.
please, a second.
You have talked for the past 2
Yes,
minutes.
I know, but let me
Let him
land.
land.
What if the boy, on trying all this to see which one suits him, he end up being gay?
Mr. Hammond,
What would you do?
Mr. Hammond, you see.
But
we-
you know
we
that
always-
but you know that before, when you say soupy was appalling. It was when you go to a
Now
school
it
and
is-
you
it's
hear-
Now it is,
appalling.
give it a
Lesbianism,
nice name.
It's still appalling. You see, Mr. Hammond,
Uh-huh.
what? Oh, in your point, no.
I
was talking about. You said I was talking about buying a Ferrari for my 16-year-old boy, and I said he would die because he wouldn't know how to control it, the engine.
So you were talking about us belonging to UNESCO, and therefore we can't take
fronting this.
Let me tell you something. We always portray ourselves as weak people. Our leaders always portray themselves as weak people. Look, you have brought it. Me, the whole concept for me, it is okay.
Oh.
Now the issue is the content of the concept. How well can we fine-tune it to fit our society? That is what we should be discussing by now. Instead of throwing the whole thing overboard, like throwing Jonah into the sea. That should not be the issue. Now, you are an ICT instructor. Good. The ICT has a wide range of syllables.
Yes.
Meanwhile, right from kindergarten, they are learning ICT.
Yes.
Do you teach the kindergarten ICT as it is taught in JHS?
No.
Yes, so we can do a similar thing. That is what I'm saying.
But that is what, no.
It's so simple.
Fine.
Okay, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back.
If you seek affordability, quality, and durability, tap into the variety of furniture and home appliances from King's Furniture Company Limited. We are the ultimate in office, home furniture, and appliances. You can't go wrong with the beautifully designed furniture and appliances from our showrooms. We deliver at your doorstep within Accra and Sekondi Takoradi. King's Group of Companies set a standard.
If he can, then of course she can. Yes, True Kingdom Image presents the She Can Conference 2019. Last year was remarkable, and this year we're bringing you something mind-blowing. Theme: Christian Women in Leadership, the pride of every nation. Guest speakers: Henry Gifty Auntie, host of The Standpoint, Mrs. Daisy Amwating, Mayfia Bentu, Bertha Ansajan, and your host, Reverend Princess Safia Canton. Date is the 20th October 2019. Time is 3 p.m. prompt. Venue: Authoritative Kingdom Chapel Auditorium at Bekaboche. For details and seat reservations, please contact 0561 329 745 or 0242 324 134. Admission is totally free. She Can Conference 2019. It's gonna be super califragilisticexpialidocious.
Welcome back. The studio is hot, and I know you're enjoying it at home too. I mean, information sharing, different perspectives, throwing, except you can't throw blows. Yes, what to blow there? Semato. Na, adukwe.
Yes, my dear.
And then my boy me do it. You just said it, that what he was teaching at KG is not what he's teaching JHS, right?
It's the same ICT.
But it's the same ICT.
Yes.
Very good. So why teach comprehensive in KG?
It can be comprehensive. As for the comprehensive, let's not take it away.
When you add comprehensive, then it means you're not leaving anything out.
Yes. The comprehensive, it should be comprehensive. We must know what the child needs at this time. You see, we are behaving as if we have not taught subjects in school before. From mathematics to English, the same English grammar that is learned in university, linguistics, is the same English grammar that is learned at primary school. But then there are additions and subtractions. You get it?
I get it. The additions. And what is so confusing about being a man and a woman? that you have to inculcate it into comprehensive sex education or sexuality education. What is so confusing about we bema, you have a hair here, into we bema, ubusufu, we bema, okasai. I mean, you understand? Your down there is different from my own. We bema, but what is so confusing about what God has made so simple?
A lot of things are confusing about it because nature itself is very confusing. O say me bema me way, or baby so be way or way. Or baby our very deep voice. Or baby sebi on feature. And ya will be swa the sex organs no menu ni nyina. Hermaphrodite. So all these things are there. They are with us. Somebody, a male child is born and he behaves like a female right from
Does that make him a female?
See, and not being natural.
That's
so
a very good
all
question.
these things are complications that should be studied. So my issue is, instead of making noise, we don't even understand the thing, let's understand it. By now, everybody should be reading about it, understanding it. People are making suggestions without even understanding what the whole thing is about. That is my problem. Ghanaians are so eager to attack things and shoot them and throw them off instead of understanding.
So you think it should be embraced?
Let's go to Mokola and do a survey. A lot of people. You see,
Dear. Look,
So you think it should be embraced?
yes, let's embrace it and let's
Mr.
find
Hammond.
it.
I side with him only on one area. That is, we should adopt and tailor. You know, make it tailor-make. It's like tailor.
So why
make
we
it
are
to
here
no,
again?
no, no. Wait.
No, but
That is your
tailor-made,
suggestion.
your
But the
own
thing
cry
is,
saying add the
it is as
comprehensive.
rigid. It is as rigid as they brought it.
No, we are not weak. Our leaders, now I am throwing a challenge to our leaders.
You can do that.
Go and fight for the cause. Tell them that our people are saying, I'm saying they should fight unit to meet our morals, traditional values. It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
And let's stop making noise.
I want to presume that's your final words.
It can be.
Okay.
Then let me allow me.
Your final words.
Yes. We can't fine tune. We can't tailor make. We can't fine tune or tailor make it to suit us. It would have been fine. It would have been normal. Then there would have been no need to change the sex education
In
that
the
we
first
had.
place.
Now they have brought it low. Catch them young, and they'll be yours forever. You see, that is what it is. Not about the sex. It is they want to clandestinely introduce the lesbian, the gay, the bisexual, the transgender, and the queer into the children at such a tender age. So a boy walks to school and he says, today the way I'm feeling, I think I'm a girl. And when you go to other jurisdictions, other countries where I've had the opportunity of being before, a girl can conceive and will decide, I won't tell my mother, come to school, talk to a counselor, take her to abortion center, have an abortion, and come. Your mother can go to hell. She doesn't care. And that is where gradually this thing will bring us to. I am telling you, if we don't stamp our feet now and talk against it, all your suggestions that my friend, it's rigid. If we don't do that now, we are in for a big show. It will surprise you. That your child will come home one day, man, I don't feel like being a boy again. I think I'm a girl. I'm telling you, that's where we are heading towards.
You see, we haven't even conducted any extensive research.
I thought you had done your final.
Oh, I said it could be.
Okay, so
my
your
final words now, all I am saying is this comprehensive
sexuality
education.
Yes.
is not an evil concept. Let us examine the items therein, one after the other, and let us fine-tune it to the benefits of our children and generation to come. Because no matter how we want to look at it, these things are with us, and they will be with us. Thank you.
Bam, my controversial Awele has spoken. Today it has been comprehensive sexuality education. Sexuality education. I think I'm more confused than when we started, because now I see where Awele is coming from. that it's not an evil thing. But then I'm thinking, and if it's not an evil thing, then we shouldn't have changed it in the first place, because then in the first place we had sex education that taught sex education depending on the age, which was fine-tuned, like I was saying. So, just a confusion I ever saw our studio has say. I think we'll revisit this topic. I'll do more research and then we'll revisit this topic. My guest today has been Mr. Herbert Atukwe Kole, Awele for short, filmmaker, acting coach, president of Ropak Film Club, and the admissions are on until the 15th of November. Call them on 0260916818 to be trained as an actor and exposed to the world. Thank you very much. And then there we ended on some notes na ya, and I said no enye happy and no so enye sad, no so I get no confused. But thank you for coming. You are too confusing and controversial, crowd. My co-guest who had to suffer at Tukwe today is also Herbert, so Herbert squared. Mr. Herbert Hammond, ICT instructor at Paradise Children Academy, liked to play the piano. He's a graphic designer and a system analyst. I love that part. Thank you for coming. It's been amazing.
Thank you for
and
having me.
we're confused to me. I'm to say, we're confused to.
Why controversial?
What shock you cried? Okay, so my makeup is by K3 Glams and Styles. I'm loving me. Oh, I'm loving me. 0503038083, and he'll be there for your weddings, your engagement, anything makeup. Just call them. And on Instagram, they are K3 Glams and Style. My costume is by me, so hiya to me. My set is by King's Furniture. I love King's Furniture. Everything in my home is King's Furniture. It's amazing. Call them in Accra 0501332333, and then in Takrade 0501332330. Set a standard with King's Furniture in your home, from kitchen, bedroom, dining hall, kids area. I mean, anything. Just set a standard. My hair is by Gifio Saloon. My director, Gifio Saloon 0573326778. Sorry, 0573326778. And my entire set, everything, camera, lights, I mean, technical guys, GH Media. I love them so much. And then there's Siman just watch me level kakra ona bonincho. Hey, Siman Jutu. 0277622250. GH Media, if you want to learn anything media, if you want them to record anything for you, call them. Amugi is amazing. Sebayo. Hey, medwaka GH Media for who bending. Efo keeps dancing behind the camera. I don't know why. Minim Efo am some fedodo. Hey, and my director, Mr. Dodu. Mr. Dodu. We didn't remember different times too. And my own husband is in the studio. Person man fast, and my man fast made that bunting. And no more better bunting. Usually, yeah, no that bunting. Until next week when you hear, hiya, it's me.